Valerie Mincy. Good evening.
Good evening.
What do you say about a bright young woman? What do you say when she's humble and true? What do you say when she reaches new heights? We say we are very, very proud of you. A Panama City native, Takia Bland is a member of the Cure and Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. Takia is a graduate of Rutherford High School, the class of 2006, where she received the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a recipient of the Cure's High School Graduate Scholarship. She graduated from the University of Florida, class of 2010, where with her Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration with a concentration in management. In 2013, she graduated from the Florida Institute of Technology with her Master's in Science in Project Management. Takia graduated from the Department of Navy's Federal Career Human Resource Intern Program and is currently a Human Resource Specialist at the Navy base. She is the proud daughter of Linda and Roderick Bland and has one brother, Trent. There's so much that we can say about Takia, but when it comes to her, words are not enough. Her actions, the way she lives, the way she carries herself, and her aspirations, her goals in life. She is a role model. So it is with great honor that I introduce to some and present to others Ms. Takia Bland, our speaker this evening. But first, a duet from Rasheen and Jarrell Hill. Please come forward, and after which you will hear our speaker of the hour.
My heart's torn in pieces.
don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory. Sing to you the song. Please take me to the King.
In the way, we keep making mistakes. The glory not for us is all for you.
Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Please take me to the King. Take me to the King. Take me to the
The grandson of the longtime Pure Executive Council member, Bertha Smith. And current member Columbus. There's his grandson. Please welcome now our keynote speaker, Takia Myron.
Thank you and good evening. I am honored to be your speaker during this occasion tonight. I'll admit that this has been a very humbling experience. It has given me time to truly reflect on how far I actually have came over the past 7 years since I graduated from Rutherford High School in 2006. And I found that it's human nature, and I know for myself, sometimes you can get so focused on the moment and what you're doing, and you really don't enjoy the experience and the journey. But it's important to remember that that moment doesn't define you. It's really the journey that makes up your life story. As was stated, I was a 2006 Accure Award recipient. And at that time, the event was actually held at the Springfield Community Center. I remember it was an evening much like this one. I was sitting actually with my fellow classmates, some of whom I hadn't seen since we had graduated in May, and I knew I wouldn't see them again until we had our first class reunion. So it was really a bittersweet occasion. It was in a couple of weeks I was going to be headed off to college. The first time I was ever going to be away from my parents and my family. And some of my friends, usually, mom, dad, they're 15 minutes away if you ever needed them. But now, I mean, my goodness, it was going to be 4 hours. But, you have to do what you have to do. So I know the honorees here tonight. I know you have a lot on your mind, a lot going through your head right now, whether you're headed off to the military, to the workforce, to technical school, to college, or maybe you're one of the lucky ones that still have an opportunity for your parental to take care of you just a little bit longer. I just wanted to take this opportunity to share with you some of the values that I have learned and instilled in my life over the last few years. The first one I would have to say is about keeping the faith. Sometimes you'll be faced with things that are very beneficial to you. You'll want to shout it to the world, you'll be ecstatic, you want to share it with everyone. But then other times you're going to face those obstacles, those things that might get you down, things that worry you. You'll start asking questions like, why didn't I get that grade on that exam I wanted? Why didn't I get that promotion I thought I was due? Why did this happen to me? But when you have a strong faith, why just really doesn't even exist in your vocabulary. But when your faith is strong and you keep the faith alive within yourself every second of the day, and knowing that if God brought you to it, he'll bring you through it, because God is always right on time. And I said all of this to say that sometimes we're carrying around burdens that we don't even realize. I'll share a personal experience. Heading into my junior year of college, I thought, man, I'm headed this way, I'm going to be doing this one career field. And something, I really had to count on my faith, talk to my parents, talk to the people around me, and decide that the current path I was taking just wasn't right for me. And I tell you, when I decided to change majors, it was truly just a weight off my shoulders, and I didn't even know I had been carrying around that burden for 2 years. So if you think you're carrying around a burden tonight, I do challenge you to look at it, to stay constant in prayer, and to keep the faith alive. As a testimony to that, once I had got my job in 2010, I remember my boss, who's now retired, he came up to me and said, "Kitty, sometimes other people wouldn't be able to get through these situations, but you get through them with so much poise and ease." He said, "I don't know what it is," and he walked away. And I simply said to myself, it's my faith. And for lack of words, I'll have to use a lyric by Lil Wayne. I ain't got no worries. And I would also like to even go further and say, don't stress over the small things in life. If something happened to you and it might have been embarrassing, heck, if it was funny, laugh it off. If you do something wrong, make it right and learn from that experience. Now, I would like to share a story with you, something that I read when I was an undergrad. You might have heard it yourself about a $20 bill. A speaker got up and spoke about it. Some people fold a $20 bill, put it in their pockets. Others take the $20 bill, put it in their wallet. A kid, not knowing the value of it, might take that dollar bill and crumble it up. Me personally, I used to take dollar bills and I used to make origami into them. But at the end of the day, that dollar bill still retains its value. It still had the same value no matter how many hands it had passed through, no matter what it had gone through. And from that, the point I'm trying to make is that we as humans need to have that same viewpoint, that sometimes we're going to face circumstances that we just don't understand during our lifetime, but we're still valuable to the ones that love us. We're priceless to those that love us. So you have to remember to remain flexible and simply just don't stress over the small stuff. Now this next one is pretty straightforward, but I want to put emphasis on the importance of setting goals, whether short or long term. You have to make sure that you're working towards something that you want to personally accomplish, that's something that you're passionate about, not something that someone else wants you to do. You want to make sure that you set milestones along the way. These milestones will be an opportunity for you to reflect. If you're going in the right direction when you encounter your milestone, all is well. If not, it'll give you an opportunity to reflect and decide, what can I do better to make sure that I continue to reach my goal? Or maybe, such as myself, with my major, it was a time for me to take a different path. Now, I couldn't get up here and not speak about this since I am at a Urban Banquet. I have to say that give the importance of giving back to your community. For me, the Panama City community has taught me so much. Ever since Rutherford High School, I have been volunteering in the community. And the Panama City community has taught me that it's not about what your community can do for you, but it's about what you can do for your community. And only during times, for instance, such as this event, do I actually find and discover the true bliss of helping others, of mentoring others, of inspiring others, of encouraging others. Now, I'm sure you all are aware of the current issues going on in the world, a great deal of them dealing with racial profiling. While the world has come a long way in terms of slavery and segregation, we as a community and then us as a nation still have a long way to go. But the good thing is that there are organizations in the community, such as A Cure, that take the time to focus on the everyday realities that are facing the Black community. Now, I'm sure one of those stories you have recently heard about was the Zimmerman case. And for you, Trayvon Martin might have been a son, he might have been a nephew, a cousin, but for me, he was my brother. Because matter of fact, I do have a young brother, same age as Trayvon Martin, likes to wear hoodies just like Trayvon Martin. And one of the main issues that came out of the case for me dealt with Florida's stand your ground law and the justifiable use of force statute. Now, if you bear with me, I would like to take an opportunity to read to you part of the statute. And this is 776.012. Use of force in defense of a person. A person is justified in using force, except deadly force, against another when and to the extent that the person reasonably believes that such conduct is necessary to defend himself or herself or another against the other's imminent use of unlawful force. However, a person is justified in the use of deadly force and does not have a duty to retreat if, 1, he or she reasonably believes that such force is necessary to prevent imminent death or great bodily harm to himself or herself or another, or to prevent the imminent commission of a forcible felony, or 2, under these circumstances permitted pursuant to S776.013. Now, what I just read to you was just a piece of the justifiable use of force statute. If you're interested in something like that about making a difference in your community, I encourage you to do more research and get involved in organizations such as the Cure and also the local discussion that's currently going on in Florida about the stand your ground law. Now, I don't want to harp on this case too much because this is supposed to be a joyous occasion. I just want to place the emphasis on becoming active in your community, whether it's through politics, education, medicine, the arts, whatever the case. It's just important to remember where you came from and stay grounded. So one day, Panama City might be the community you come back to, or it might be another community that you come to know as home, but just never forget about giving back. So, I was going to keep this short, so in closing, I would like to go over some of the values that I had just discussed in no particular order. Number 1 was about keep the faith. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. About establishing goals. Henry Thoreau once said, what you set by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Number 3, give back to the community. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And number 4, last but surely not least, don't stress over the small stuff. It'll come a point in time where you'll take a step forward and then you'll take a step backwards. And you'll want to look at it as a disaster. But the next time that happens, I encourage you to simply look at taking that step forward, taking that step backwards, and looking at it simply doing the cha-cha. All right? Thank you and God bless.
So the next time you cha-cha slide, you will be doing it with a purpose. Thank you, Ms. Bland, for those remarks. To the honorees, you have your challenge, and we'd like to add to that challenge now the physical rewards. We'd like for the rewards committee to come forward from Cure, who will be acknowledging our high school, college, and university graduates this evening.
Good evening. At this time, we'd like to ask for Sandra Davis, the Deputy Superintendent for Bay District Schools, to come up. She is here to represent Mr. Husfeld. We'd also like to ask Jerry Register, our school board member and chair, to come forward to assist, as well as Chloe Pilson, principal of Rutherford High School.
Go right.
recognize the student from Mosley High School, Miss Segovia Good. Segovia boasts a GPA of 4.7. While at Mosley, she was a member of the varsity girls basketball team, Mu Alpha Theta, National Honor Society. She plans to attend the University of Central Florida to pursue a BS degree in electrical engineering. Following that, Segovia plans to earn a master's degree in biomedical engineering. Her parents here, her mother's here, Aileen Gooden, and her father is Darius Gooden. Yes, thank you. And now from Bay High School, Mr. Alonzo Bias. Alonzo sports a 3.9 GPA. While at Bay, he participated in track and field, Interact Club, and ITV. He plans to pursue a degree in the following: psychiatry, journalism, and neurology. You know, Alonzo. His parents are Sherry Pender and Dr. Albert Bias. Will you stand? Also from Baylor High School, Christopher Lucas. Christopher has a 3.86 GPA. He was a member of National Honor Society and Beta Club. He plans to attend Florida A&M University and pursue a degree in pharmacy. His parents, if you're here, please stand, LaCoria Ray and Christopher Lucas Sr. Rutherford High School, Ian D. Troop. Ian's GPA is 3.5. He participated in National Honor Society, Senior Class Officer, and Anchor Club. He plans to attend Gulf Coast State College to pursue a culinary arts degree. His parents, if you're present, are John and Noel Troop. Rutherford High School, Hannah Williams. Hannah's GPA is 4.0. She participated in varsity tennis, varsity soccer, and activist club. She plans to attend the University of Central Florida to pursue a bachelor's degree in biology and obtain a medical degree in obstetrics and gynecology. Her parents are alive